Hey everybody, it's Daryl back again. So we got an issue. Chicken hives, we had a hive that swarmed probably yesterday, maybe early this morning. And let me show you where they're at. All the way up there. That little ball of bees, or that big ball of bees, is what it is, and that's probably a good 30 feet in the air. For some unknown reason, these bees on this side of the yard love to go way up in the thing. Now the bad thing about it is, this is the side of the yard that my bees are pissy on, and that bee won't leave me alone. And the other issue is, this is what it looks like under that swarm. So we're gonna have to remove some tree limbs in order to even try to shoot this thing out. So we're gonna do a little time lapse of me trying to get these limbs out of the way. So this should be fun. Go. We now have a clean shot for the bees to fall straight down. Now what we got to do next is slap a bee down to the ground. My cat-like reflexes, and come over here and get my blue tarp that I got. What I'll do, I'll set my blue tarp up under where the swarm's gonna fall at, let the swarm fall on it, ball the tarp up, dump them in a hive, and try to seal them up where they can't get out. But first, I need to get a 5-frame nuke freed up. I got just the right one for it, because I got a queen excluder thing on it where I can lock the bees down where she can't get out. Good deal. So let's go get that ready and get this bees out of the tree. Hey everybody, it's Daryl back again. So we got to have this 5-frame nuke. I need to check on it anyway. From the looks of it, it's not very strong, but I need this nuke to catch a swarm that I've got over here in the other part of the yard. Well, they've got the top properlized good on it. They're not really all that strong. They've got a laying queen, but it don't look like she's too worried about doing a whole lot. See if you can find her right quick. So she's in there. She's laying. She's just not very a very good queen. But it was a swarm, so. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move them over here into this other nuke that I got, because I really want to use this box for that swarm removal. So there you go. We got a few bees in the bottom of that box. We'll flip it over and dump them out. We got that other 5-frame nuke loaded up. And there we go. Now we got a nuke situation like this, or a colony situation like this. You always want to knock them down to what they can defend. That way they don't get robbed out. She could probably needs to be replaced. But the thing about it is I don't have any queens to replace her with. And the colony is so weak that you really don't want to give them a whole bunch of resources because they can't defend it. You could drop that entrance down to a small hole like they had and maybe give them some resources, but we got a couple. It's supposed to get down in the upper 40s here the next couple nights, and they wouldn't be able to keep a whole lot of brood warm because their numbers are so low. So we're just going to let them ride it out and see what happens. As much as some people don't want to hear it, I mean, you can't save everything. So we're just going to let them see what they can do. If she can start getting her numbers up a little bit, I can throw a frame of brood in there and let them grow from that. But you can't just dump a whole bunch of bees in there because they'll end up killing the queen. So we'll just give these girls a couple more weeks and see what they do. So there you go. If you got any questions on that hive, leave them in the comments below. If you're not a subscriber, it don't cost anything to subscribe, and we would like to have you on board so you can get notifications when we put more videos up. So thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you on the next one. So there's the nuke that I wanted to use. As you can see, you can either have the hole, the queen excluder, or you can give them some air, or you can completely close it off. So that's going to work out pretty good for this swarm, because we're going to dump them we're going to hopefully get them to fall on a tarp, and we're just going to dump them straight into this hive and lock them down, or at least put the queen excluder on them. So stick around, it's time to break out the guns. All right, so here's our setup. We got our disc on the front that we can turn it off and all the way around and do the queen excluder thing too. I'm gonna try that out. We got our tarp spread out over here. Hopefully we get the swarm to land right smack dab in the middle of it. When we do, we'll gather it up. I'll come over here and hop back on this to get across my fence and hopefully get these babies in the thing. I'm gonna use my 1022 to shoot them out, which is a 22 long rifle. Some of y'all are probably saying, well, you shouldn't shoot a long rifle in the air like that, but where I'm shooting at, there's no houses back here. The chances of me hitting a house is about as good as me being the next person on the SpaceX space shuttle going up to retrieve the astronauts. So be careful where you're shooting at. If you're in a populated area, use birdshot. The reason why I'm not using birdshot is because I'm going to try to shoot just as close to that swarm as I can. That way it falls straight down. The further away from the swarm you shoot, the more your limb's going to pendulum out before it falls. So if you got a situation like this right here, you want to try to drop them straight down. Another reason why I don't use a shotgun is because sometimes you have to shoot the thing twice, 3 times sometimes, to get it to fall, and every time you shoot it with a shotgun, you knock the bees off or shake some of the bees off. With the 22, the bees don't come off until the limb falls. So we're gonna get it out. We're gonna try to get as much of this on video as we can. We'll get a couple shots of the limb, and then I'll try to set it up close to see if we can get them landing on the tarp, hopefully. So stick around, we'll see what we can do with it. Well, they came down sooner than I thought they would. See what we got that quick. As you can see, we got bees on the tarp. I'm gonna shake them off the limb, and then we're gonna put them in the hive. We've got bees pretty much everywhere. And of course, they're not happy whatsoever. We're gonna leave them sitting there for a few minutes and see if they'll start marching in the box or whatever. Of course, we got them going all the way back up top too. We'll give them a few minutes and see what's going on with them. By the way they're acting, you would think that she's in the box. But even with that going on, we still have some up here. So we're gonna give these a few minutes to work their way up in the box. We'll shoot them other ones down again. That completely missed. So as you can see, we had a swing and a miss on the tarp, but before it even hit the ground, probably 3/4 of them was in the air. So we're gonna leave them there for a little bit. We're gonna leave them up there for a little bit, let it cool off a little bit this afternoon, and maybe shoot them down again. But as you can see, we've still got a bunch of bees marching into this hive, so she may or may not be in there. They're doing a lot of fanning on the side like she is, so you just have to wait and see. So stick around. So I was editing a video and figured out I didn't do a closing on the video, but I'll bring you back out here. I shot that limb down, as you just seen in the video, and they missed the tarp. Went back up in the tree. I decided to leave them alone till the next morning. I got up next morning at 3:50, went to work. And I texted Hope first thing that morning and asked her, I said, how many bees is in that 5-frame nuke that I shot the swarm down and put them in? So I'll show you how many was in it. None. They went back up into the tree and stayed there for a day. I was gonna come home the next afternoon, shoot them back out again, and they left. So I don't know where they went. I had a couple people comment that I needed to put a swarm box up. Swarm box, where the swarm was at. So they didn't want to go in it. I had that old chicken coop that used to be sitting over here. I had to put a swarm trap up on it, hoping that maybe they would go in there, put lemongrass, all that good stuff on it. They didn't want to go in it. Sometimes the bees do not like to go in the swarm traps. Don't know what it is. I did a video about this swarm trap, and the bees actually went under it. They never went in it. Shook them out, put them in the thing, and I think I took them over there. And all that good stuff. So I didn't catch the swarm. All that work, all that time, all that energy, and didn't get them. Sometimes you just can't get them. Sometimes they won't stay in the box. I never went through them, try to find the queen, because I was almost 1,000% sure. Every time I'd shoot them, they'd go back up in the tree. So sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I tried to cut it down. There was almost 30 minutes worth of video time on that, and I tried to cut it down a little bit. But now I'm rambling on and making this video any longer. But I appreciate y'all watching the video. If y'all are around this far, how about giving me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. The channel's growing pretty good. We're picking up 20, 30 subs every day, which is awesome. Gives me motivation to come out here and do some more videos for y'all. Might have a cutout coming out. It's on Fort Bragg. We'll have to get clearance to go to it, but we're going to see what we can do about it. Hope y'all doing good. We'll see y'all on the next one. Over here are some videos that I also think you would like. So go ahead and click on one of them and continue watching. I do appreciate y'all watching. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.